Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We're doing something a little different. We're doing a small private airport. We've done planes in the past, but they were ass-looking, and they were the search and rescue station build. So we're actually gonna get regular-ass, boring-ass planes. I'm gonna do like a small community airport. It's not like a commercial one. It's like where people that own planes keep their planes and like mend them and like drive them and shit. I might start off with making the plane before the airport, or at least make a template for the plane. Because what I was thinking, this is like the most common, boring ass plane, right? Just like a small little plane. I feel like this is like the Toyota Corolla of planes. So what I was thinking is I would make the shaft pause, and I wouldn't make the wings, propeller, or anything else, because the shaft could be my template. And then once I have the shaft, should I make all my planes before the actual build? I don't know. Because I was thinking I'd make my shaft, do the build, and then continue the plane. But honestly, if I'm making the shaft, I might as well do the entire thing. Because like if I made the shaft, right, I could have different wing styles. I could have different wheel formations, different cockpit. This is a difficult one for sure. I think I might just do the planes now. I need to find a good scale though, because I actually don't know how big these are. I think it's just like the size of a large vehicle. How tall do you think this guy is? Like 6'1" maybe? It just seems to be the height of the average person, or a little bit taller. It'd be like that high and that wide. That would be the cockpit. This would be like the bottom half where the engine is and all that. Now, I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna do the shape of this, because if you look, it's like a rectangle that goes underneath, almost like the belly of a fish. Kind of getting the shaft done. I've been locked in. The front, it's a bit choppy, but I think it works. But the rear, I'm kind of struggling with it because I need to transition this convex into a wedge like this, which could be a problem. I think I might just wing it. Could maybe use corner wedges. It's hard to say. I think we're getting it now. If I just get a wedge here, we might have our shaft. And it's a little bigger than I'd like it to be, but at this point, I'm so far in that I think it's fine. Some of the planes are slightly bigger. I don't even know where my source block is. I think it's this. It's weird. It's supposed to sit 2 people, right? When I look at this, it doesn't... It's like a single seater. Look how thin it is. That's where I'm stumped. Because how much wider does this shit need to be? I mean, it's huge if I put it beside a car. Oh, I don't know. Like, how hard would it be to just like... I mean, it wouldn't be that bad. Maybe I should increase the sizing. Just a titch. Because, like, the fact that if you stand in front of it, it only looks like it'll hold, like, 1 person, that bothers me a lot more than it should. And I'm gonna go on doing my next video just thinking about how I could have done that better. So does that look like it can hold 2 people? Way more than the last one, but it's still really... How much wider should I go? Like, what if I went 1.7 on each side? Although I'm judging it by the thinner part. If I go to the thicker piece... Yeah, this could hold 2 people. This is the size I need. Christ on a bike. I'm gonna have to do a lot of adjusting, though, I bet. The nice part is, though, once I can make this shaft, I could probably make, like, 2 other different planes. I could probably make one with propellers that are on the wings. I could maybe do another one with, like... pontoons, is that what they're called? The shit that makes you go in the water? Like, the possibilities are endless after I make this shaft. Pause. I don't know what the hell it's called. I guess you could just call it, like, the main body. I'm calling it the shaft. Because it's long, and it's what everything attaches to. Engine, propeller, this is where you sit in. It's like the greenhouse of a car. Or no, it's not. I guess you could call it, like, the chassis. I just spent a ton of time adjusting these, and I'm gonna have to go in and do it again. I just realized. That actually looks better. Hold on. That does look a lot better. Hold on. I like that. It looks kind of like a warplane, though. You know the one with the face on it? That's what it kind of reminds me of right now. She's a little choppy, but she's got the shape of a plane, so I think we're gonna be fine. I've been building for probably about maybe an hour to an hour and a half, so it's hard to say if we're making good time or not. Because normally that's actually really good for a basic shape creation, but I'm not. I've never built a plane like this before, so I'm not entirely sure how the rest of this is gonna go. Okay, it's a bit chunky, but we may or may not have our shaft, base. Let me look up the parts of a plane. The fuselage? Is that what it is? I believe it's the fuselage. Oh god, now I gotta establish where my cockpit's gonna go. I might make the wings wider, I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of just getting like a base. I was kind of thinking, well, hold on. Let me get the wings up. Because the wings will be like up here. Back ones will be thinner. And they'll have a pyramid shape too. Okay, so this is actually very sharp like this. I'm gonna move the wings down so I can actually see what I'm doing for now. Because what I need to do, I need to make like a rough ass cockpit. It's like a long beveled shape. It's weird. Like maybe something like that. And then the windows come down to like here. And I'll probably overlay them. Hold on. It has like a fighter jet vibe, which I don't really like. I also think these need to be way straighter. Because when I look at the front view of this plane, it's actually like very straight. So what I might do is actually have this go to here. I'll have to take these off temporarily. So let me show you an image real quick. It's like flat almost. It's weird. I gotta get that same thing. That might be a good cockpit shape right here. Now, what? Oh, shit, I forgot. Or no, this will be fine. Because I just need to make the plane, and then I can make different things on it. We're good, we're good. Because I forgot I needed just the shaft, but I just now realized I can actually do a lot more than the shaft and just change subtle things to make the planes different. And that'll probably work just as good, if not better. Yeah, that feels way more plane-like. I don't know about the rear. Rear might be fine. To make wings, I may use convexes, because they have a bit of rounding to them, which is nice. And then if I do this, very simple. I might not even need that centerpiece. That might be too thick. If I just do these, that's way better. This might be the easiest way to make wings. I'll have little pieces that go off the back to make it look like rudders. The things that rotate to make the plane turn, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a plane geek, so I don't really know the pieces. But I used to play Hostile Skies on Roblox, like, 6 years ago, so... Yeah, like, even just that might be good. And then I can get a sphere right here to, like, kind of piece it together. I remember I made the search and rescue plane probably about... what was it, like 7, maybe 8 months ago? And I remember I'm looking back on it in my head right now. The thing was square-shaped for some reason. I'll put it up on screen. Like, what I did, I don't even know why I did it, I just made a big, like, 15 by 15 cube. And then I just put convexes all around it to, like, kind of bevel it. But, like, looking back on it, it's like... why would I do it that way, you know? I mean, this isn't an amazing plane, but it's definitely better than the search and rescue plane I did. Because, like, that plane was so blocky, bro. Like, at least I got, like, bell end right here. You got the... thingy. That is kind of our basic plane. I'll get some, like, subtle detailing around. But after that, we've kind of got our basic template, and we can start adding unique features that we could put onto individual planes. Only some, not all of them, you know what I mean? Kind of like get different models and stuff going on. Yeah, I think that's our basic plane for now. I'll get landing gears, and I still need to decide on how the hell I'm gonna do a propeller. And I believe this plane only has 2 propellers, so theoretically I could just get 2 like this by getting a plank and splitting the shit in half. Though, theoretically, if I was to do 2 separate pieces, I could actually get a cool detail in. Hold on. Actually, let me color this first. Let's get it black. And just for shits and giggles, I'll get 2 kind of like white stripes on the propeller here. Actually, I'll make them yellow, just to change it up, because we just have a white and black plane right now. And then we'll do this, kind of make it look like it's one piece, but really it's not. We'll get it to where I want it. And then what I could do is have one slightly rotated that way, and then the other one can be slightly rotated this way. So it kind of actually looks like propellers now. And theoretically I should be able to just do that. And kind of have a bit of a rotation going on here. So there's kind of our basic plane. And what I was thinking is we could have a bunch kind of like lined up maybe. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Landing gears. I don't know if I'm actually going to do custom wheels or not. Because they might be too small. Because like the wheels are going to be like that big. I don't know if I can go that small. It looks good from this angle. What does it look like underneath the plane, though? It's thick. That's good. It's supposed to be wide. Okay, I think that's good, actually. I think that works. It's simple. I don't even think I need to get anything else in here. Because I need to remember, there's going to be multiple. Can I still transform this, though? Oh, wow. It's small enough that I can transform it in one large piece. That is actually beautiful. Wow. Okay, that's not pretty. I don't know what to do about that. I mean, that looks a little better. Let's get it slightly out, and now you can actually see the wheel. So, the wheel, we'll get this thing... It's already in a good spot, but I think I'll put it here. And then at the back here, not too far at the back, like about here, we'll get 2 that'll come out the side. I'll get a half sphere. Now this might trigger some of you because I literally just crafted this fucking wheel and I'm about to cover half of it up, but it's part of the build, all right? So we'll do this. Maybe go to like there. That's kind of like our wheel housing. And there's your basic plane. Now these are gonna have to attach, so give me a second here. What I'll do is I'll attach these 2 on the bottom with an axle, just like this. We'll make it a little bigger, maybe like 0.35. We'll make it mid-gray. And then right here, or about here, they'll attach up like that. And there you go. That may be it. I might make this more wire-like. I'll make it like dark stone maybe. More mechanical looking. And I think I might actually lengthen these out a little more. Now that our basic plane is finished, I'm actually going to kind of make our layout right away. What I'm thinking, at the back, we have our runway, which I think should be like 10 wide. And it's going to take up a big chunk of our plot. Actually, let's get our plane on it for a second. Let's see. It should even be wider than that, like 14. And then have a 3 wide kind of like... maybe 2 wide grass patch. Then get like an 11 wide taxiway. Maybe go down to 14 actually. So you got your runway, you got like a little taxiway sort of thing. Then, actually no, let me go down 2 more because that's a bit large. Because we'll have, kind of get like a little border here. Kind of get 2 garages for planes. Over here, I was gonna get a road. On most of my plots or builds, I usually get like a road that attaches to like what I'm building. Like the bus terminal, I had a road. I had a road on the search and rescue station. But the thing about the search and rescue station is me having a road made my build inaccurate because I had the whatchamacallit, I had the like the garage for the plane right beside the runway, which is super inaccurate, and it made me second guess a lot. So if I have this much distance, I feel like that makes it way more real. But now, I kind of have no room for a road. So we'll have planes in the garages. Maybe we'll have like 1 or 2 lined up here. This is like a little road to access the taxiway and runway. And then right here, I was thinking this could be like a small office slash kind of communications thing. Because smaller airports, like I live near one, kind of doxed myself, but oh well. They have offices, these little like office buildings. And I feel like those are more on these smaller, kind of more private airports. Because these private airports are for more of the public. It's not like a commercial airport where you pay for fucking tickets, go to travel to the Bahamas or something. This is like, you own a plane, you pay money to get a garage here, and you can use this to like take off and stuff. That is the idea that I have, or the impression that I'm trying to give. They don't really have those big communication towers that, you know, the commercial airports have. They just have these like little offices. So I'm kind of thinking that is what I'll do instead. I might make it like 2 stories. I'm kind of thinking, don't know if this is a good idea or not. I'm gonna move my plane over here for now. I'm kind of thinking of elevating the tarmac a little more than the grass. Because A, it'd be a little more realistic, and B, I could actually get some cool landscaping if I do this. So hold the phone real quick. That is kind of our basic layout. I might get a couple walls and stuff in real quick, and then that'll kind of give us a rough idea of what's going on. When you see them in real life, they're usually shorter and wider, so I might only do 2 stories. It doesn't need to be tall. Like, I feel like that is already at an alright height. And I'll make a crazy garage door on this. I'll show you what they look like. This is what the door will be like. That's what I'm going to build. It's so weird and so interesting, and I'm actually quite excited to build it. I think I might make the hangers a green as well. Go for like a green and beige kind of color scheme. It's kind of what I'm feeling right now. I hope this layout isn't too basic. I could get decal plants. Could also get like a windsock again. But yeah, we could have 2 planes in each hangar. Maybe we could have one on the runway about to take off. I can make like a little illusion with basic shapes to make it look like the propeller's actually spinning. Maybe we can get one on the taxiway. Could get a car parked up, maybe 2. I would love to get detail. Well, more. There's already some, right? We've got the rafters and the lights and all the wires. But I would love to get like toolboxes and stuff in here to make it look like someone's working on their plane. And I'm pretty sure some plane owners actually take the wings off and like store them. So maybe I could have like wings on the ground or something. I don't know. Right now, I'm gonna work on a decal plant template. You guys absolutely beg me for these grass decals, so I will show you. That's the first decal right there. That's like the little overgrown grass with the little pubes and shit on it. There's another one right there. Boom. There's another one there. And I'm wondering if I should do one more or not. We'll do one more. That's another one right there. 3 different grass types, plain and simple. I'm gonna make all of them the shortest size possible because I don't want my grass to be too long. Because they do mow the grass at airfields. So I want to at least make it look maintained. This is not an abandoned build. There's an easy template right there. I made it only 2x2 because I don't actually have any pieces of grass that actually go above 3x3. Or no, that goes above 3x3, but we're gonna ignore that. I think this is actually cheaper. Yeah, it's like 10k cheaper because it's actually smaller. So we'll just do this, put it in the ground, plain and simple. Give it some rotation. Just get it running along this little side patch here. And I'm pretty much just gonna do this for all the grass. Every section where there's grass, there's gonna be some decal plants. So I will give you a little time lapse. Now we gotta transform all of it into the ground. And give it different rotations. If you make it all the same rotation, then it's gonna look pretty dookie. Spread them out a bit. Give them some different angles and stuff so it doesn't look like the same plant is in a row. Kind of like give them a little bit of a mix and match deal. Maybe I should get some Bloxburg grass too. I don't want to lag out my plot again like I did the Apocalyptic Watchtower though, bro. The Apocalyptic Watchtower had me running at 40 frames because how much grass there was. Now I kind of got this random ass idea while I was at school. You know, like, this is gonna be random as all hell, but like, you know those like lo-fi chill live streams on YouTube and it'll be like a GIF of like someone in a small office that's like the size of a closet by a window? I don't know why, but I kind of want to build one of those, and I kind of want to make it so there's a little one in that little window there, and it has a little view of the airport. Because I kind of imagine like a little office with a desk, right? And on that desk, there's like an old ass computer, right? And a shit ton of papers, a ton of sticky notes. Like, that's what I kind of imagine. And I think that's kind of what I want to do. I mean, that's more of like a communications tower, but I think I'll still add it. I think they still have like little office areas. I don't think it's all communications stuff. At least I hope it's not, because then I would be kind of fucking myself over. Yeah, that adds some. This is too high though, I must say, because again, it's going against my kind of maintained but long grass feel. Don't want it to look like it's abandoned, right? We just want some realistic looking grass. And that is exactly what I'm looking for. It looks like a buzz cut. It's like if you went to the barber and got a buzz cut, right? You got like tiny little hair follicles sticking out. That's what I did to the planet, right? You see the little like follicles coming out of the ground there? Imagine this is like the ground is your scalp. And then you just got like these little hair follicles coming out. That's the best way for me to describe it. Like, yeah, you can just like make the floor the grass texture and it looks like a freshly mown lawn. But a freshly mown lawn still has grass sticking out of it. I love these garage doors, bro. I don't know why. They're so weird. But they totally have an airport vibe. Easy detail. Now our roof isn't as boring. I would like to get some ivy like this, just to make some rooftop wash because, I mean, what is a build from me without some of this? It's very subtle of a detail. You could be adding the most nonchalant, random-ass stuff, right? And it might not seem like a lot when you're adding it, but it's really like, what it really is like, it's a big thing. Like, without it, it would look dookie. Or not dookie, but just worse than it did before. And it could be as simple as literally like what I just did, like adding a slight little border to this sign, which I'm actually crafting up a decal for right now because I forgot. I am an awful builder. So what I'm gonna have to do now, I don't know how hard this is gonna be. What I gotta do is I gotta get the decals I made distributed onto this sign. So I just decided to call this place Bloxburg Airfield, you know, short and simple. Okay, that's a good size. That may be all I need to do. This is heavily based on one of the reference images I was using. Like I was thinking, you could have Bloxburg Airfield, right? Just like that. And then we'll get our little biplane here. And then put it in like the middle. I like that. I'll get a little light above it just to make it feel a little more real. Because they're going to have a little light above their sign here. Next, I need to get some detail in our actual hangars. Hangars, it's just really hard because they don't really have anything in them. So I'm not thinking about putting too much in here. I was thinking, right, in each of them, we'll get counters. Not for, like, cooking. We'll get a counter for, like, mechanics and stuff. So we'll get, this will be our sink. And then you have a drawer, and then another version right here. Get like a little mirror, in case you like spilled oil on yourself or something. I don't know if I like this diamond plate anymore, it's kind of bothering me. Let's do like, what other metals are there? What if I made it white, like a mid-gray? I feel like it's too dark. In my reference image, they have a fridge for like cracking a cold one if they feel like it. So I guess we'll get the retro fridge. What's all of the possible mechanic stuff I could get in here? We get like crates, pallets, maybe. Like, is that all we need? I don't know. Something I noticed, in some of my reference images, they have like a little office kind of thing back here. So maybe I'll add that. I don't know if I'm actually going to put interior on it or not, though. This is random as all hell, but what I might do to this one has more of like a hot rod kind of vibe. It looks fast. I might actually do something kind of cool here. Hold on. Some of you may like this. Some of you plane geeks out there might be like, what the fuck are you doing? Because like, this detail is a big maybe. I am 100% winging it right now. If I take the mascara, amazing item, by the way. Oh, that might be too small. Does that look like exhausts? One, there's too many, so I think I'll go every other like that. Does that look good? I feel like if I'm gonna do that, this needs to be way smaller. This is the exhaust I'm trying to go for. It's like a Spitfire exhaust. Like this. I don't know if I'm cooking or not, though, because they aim down a little more. And I think they're thicker. Pause. So what if I was to... Hold on. I'm cooking. Okay? Just give me a second. That's better. Look how much thicker that is. Pause. I know I'm supposed to be working on the garage right now, but I got distracted. Like, even something as simple as that is kind of sick. I don't know if I should get anything up there or not, though. In that image I was looking at, they don't have anything up there. I wonder if I should keep it that way or not. Maybe I will. And now I'm going to copy the same kind of, what would you call this? Like workstation? Kind of workstation area over here. I'll have this one with no fridge though. Maybe the dude brought the fridge in on his own kind of thing. Should I be mirroring this? Should I get this on this side instead? Yeah. I'll get it where the door is. I'll copy a lot of the same stuff over as well. I'm not going to go too crazy with it because, again, these are supposed to be empty. I'm only putting stuff in here because I feel like it needs it. What I'm doing right now is actually kind of inaccurate. At least from the images I'm seeing. I feel like what I really should be doing is actually just making this place an empty-ass hangar. Like a shed, almost. I wish you could transform stairs, because I could easily just place them and then not have to worry. But right now, I'm just gambling, hoping it lands in the spot I want it to. But yeah, I think that is it for the garages. I mean, okay, this one's very bright. I think I need to darken this one a lot. There you go. That's fire. I like that a lot. So that's the interiors of the garages done. What would be next? Actually, before the garage is done, let's make a little custom toolbox. Should be simple. I mean, you just take a little cube, resize it, and then you put the top part on, which is normally darker. We'll get structurals, just to add a little bit of shapeage. Get like bottom drawers. And then we can get like some longer kind of top drawers. Actually, hold on. That could be really good as well. Hold on. Let me see. Can I get a... There you go. And then I'll just get little handles, which are normally mid-gray. And they go across the entire thing. This is a very easy and very effective detail for like garages and stuff, I find. Definitely looks better if these are thinner as well. And the nice part about these toolboxes is you can make them however you want. Like, there's a lot of toolboxes that are just like drawers, like kind of like what the top of this is. It's just pure drawers, and then some have like these little doors on the bottom, which is what I did. Kind of make some wheels. We'll get one like right here, as if he's working on it. We'll get one here, and then in here we could get one like maybe one in front of the windows here. We could just get two in front of the windows, actually. I might make one blue. Do I need more? It feels empty, but that's what airfields are. I don't really know. I'm gonna work on this little room here, and then we'll figure it out later. Because I would like a carpet, like a little blue carpet maybe. Maybe we'll make it a little larger, because that does feel really small. That could be kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I imagine like you look out the window while you're working, and you just see a couple planes take off or something. Think of how cool that would be. I might make the walls maybe a sand. No. Plaster? Something that isn't just flat. Snow. Amazing texture. Oh my god, that's beautiful. I love the snow texture. That's like my favorite texture now. It blows my mind that Bloxburg hasn't added a filing cabinet yet. Doesn't that just seem weird? Like, isn't that something we should probably have already? Or just something that... It feels like something we should already have, you know? I don't know why. I feel like we should have that already. Like, just a basic filing cabinet. Like, now that you probably think about it, it probably seems weird that we don't have it, doesn't it? I've always wanted a filing cabinet in Bloxburg, because I always find myself making my own. I'm gonna make it so there's multiple monitors, but one of them is just a TV. You know, one of those, like, real kind of salvaged setups. Because now it looks like there's multiple monitors for maybe like security cameras and stuff. I feel like that's our little corner there. Because then I can easily get like a shot of the desk and all that. Because really the picture is this corner. It's like one of the workers in this little office. I'll get like a photo of like a Robloxian family or some shit. Just grab the first thing I saw. This looks like it was made in 2017. There you go. Yeah, simple. Little corner. Because this is all I'm showing. I'm not showing this horrid empty back area. This is supposed to be almost like a diorama. It's like the album cover videos. It's literally just an image. I want to show this corner. That's it. And with that, I think our build is finished. We came out to a plot value of 1.4 million. And we got 3 custom planes. Full-blown airfield with hangars. I think it turned out all right. I would have put more into this, but since it's an airfield, being boring is literally part of it. Because like most of it is tarmac and runway, and then you just got like these basic ass like sheds. Let me just double check the exhausts on this. I really like those. I don't know why. I feel like my planes could be a little smaller, or maybe not. I'm not really a plane nerd, so I don't really know much about them. But yeah, I like this. It reminds me of Santa's hangar, that Christmas build we did. Okay, I need to stop looking around. Let's commence the tour. So starting off, we have a trash can and a rusty ass mailbox in the middle of the road. You have your trash to the side here. I was iffy on this location for the dumpsters because like I didn't think they'd have it beside the main entrance, or one of the main entrances, which is this. But at the same time, where else would they put it, you know? We've got wiring and breakers here that go along the building. They actually connect here to the hydro, which runs down this little road, and it connects to our hangars, I guess you could say. You've got little mailboxes for the owners of the hangars. You got like your communications building slash restaurant, because the airport that's near me has a restaurant and a communications building merged together. It's weird, but it's cool, and that's kind of where I got my idea from. You have an interior, a tiny little interior. We have a little office here for one of the workers that works at the communications building. I did it so this person isn't really a part of the communications. They're more security. And I feel like with this poster I put up, maybe they're more of a teacher as well. So they teach flight and they handle security. Make sure no goons are getting into the airfield. You can see his corkboard. Bunch of little knickknacks and shit. You got a 2017 style Roblox family photo. 2 monitors. I try to make it feel cluttered and cozy with a nice view of the airport right there, or the runway. My apologies. Just wanted to get like a real cluttered, cramped, older office vibe. Coming out here, you can see we have our actual hangars. There's big grass patches out to the side. You got a little power box here to power the hangars. You got a sign here, Bloxburg Airfield. Very simple, very sweet. You can see the hangars attached to the hydro. You've got a wire that connects to the power box leading to over here. Cool detail about the power is if you go on the inside, you can see the same power box connects to here, and that power is connecting to all of our lights here. It also goes over to this little power box, goes through again, and then it connects to all these lights in here as well. You can see we have our first hangar here. This one is more closed than the other one. This one's newer than the other one. I'm trying to make it look like this one was bought more recently than this one. And I'm trying to make it look like this one has been owned longer. That's why there's more clutter and a little more personality in it. So if you come in, they come standard with like a little work area, a little working spot with a sink. You've got all your breakers and stuff for the hangers in here. Comes with a fire extinguisher. You got some clutter, bags, crates, barrels, some cinder blocks, little step stool, barrels, and all that clutter. You got a couple toolboxes. In here is like a little office slash living area, which I did not put an interior on because, to be honest with you, these aren't really supposed to be there in the first place. Like, it's very 50-50 with these. And that's also why I didn't really put anything on the top, because in the 1 to 2 images I did see this little office area in, there was nothing on top. It was just like a blank balcony, so I kind of just kept it blank for now. Here you have the first style of plane. This isn't based off of anything. What this actually is more based off of is the other plane in there, but I'll give an explanation later. Got our landing gear here, custom wheels. You got your little wheel at the back. This is actually an inverted version of what's in there. You got your propeller here, and that's about it. The scaling is a bit iffy in my books. I feel like it's a little larger than it should be, but at the same time, I kind of like it like that. It almost makes it feel a little more dramatic. This one is in a more blue and white style. You've got what I assume to be like lightning rods or some shit, or like wind measuring thingamajiggies. You've got your rudders and stuff. I like how this one turned out. It's got a cool vibe to it, and I like how it's pretty much the same thing as what's in here, just slightly different. This is the original plane that we did. You can see the wings are actually on top of the cockpit. You can see they attach down here. You've got a different style landing gear. The 3 wheels are actually more front bias than rear bias now. You can see the 3rd wheel is actually at the front. You've got big propeller, large wings. You got your lightning rod or wind measuring thingamajiggies. I still don't know what those are. And you can see we got our landing gear here. I like how this turned out. This is the plane that you can actually have pontoons modified onto, I believe. Because I'm actually not sure yet. I'm going to save these planes after I delete this build. I'm going to keep them. Because if I want to do a build where I need these planes, I'll still have them. It's the same thing as the bus terminal video. And I could put pontoons onto this thing if we do another water build. I tried to give this garage a little more personality. You can see there's a little chair here, fridge, more toolboxes. You can see the owner is actually present. That's their truck right there. I love these garage doors. I don't know why. I think they're actually pretty sick. And I see them a lot at these little airports. You can see there's a door on the garage door. I made the lighting different in the 2 of them to make them more unique. It's kind of cool. This plane is actually based off of the Cessna 172. No idea if I'm pronouncing that right. So this is actually the most accurate plane we have. This one is literally that same plane, except the wings and landing gear have been modified. So I actually don't know what this plane is. Any of the plane geeks watching could probably name this. And then over here, we have that same plane, but I made it a more sporty version. You can see we got racing stripes. It's more of a red color. It looks meaner. We've got Spitfire style exhausts, which I had a lot of fun making. I used to play this game called Hostile Skies like 6-7 years ago, and I would always do that plane with the face on it. The P-40 Warhawk. Yes, that's it. That would be my main plane back then. I always used that shit. I decided to put the same exhaust on this little plane. And even if it's not accurate, I feel like it makes it look meaner, more sporty. Maybe this is more of like a sports plane. Like, you got your 2 like basic planes. You got your Toyota Corolla ass plane, your Honda Civic ass plane, and then you got like maybe a Mustang or a Camaro ass plane. That's the vibe I'm trying to give. You can see we have our big ass runway here. It seems small because I spread the markings out more for accuracy, because if you were to really think about this, accurately, this runway would actually be a lot longer, probably extending out to like
If I was to really be real about this, the runway would actually extend probably from one side of my screen to the other. That's how long it would probably be. So that's why this might seem a little less accurate. It's just because I actually didn't have enough room. And you kind of have to imagine the real size of this runway. Got some custom grass all around. It's short, but that's on purpose. I don't want abandoned build style grass where it's like half the height of a person. I want it to look maintained, but real. So it's grass, but it is mowed, you know? I like it. It's simple, but that's pretty much what airfields are. If I was to do a commercial airport, it would be a lot more complicated. That is about it. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please let me know. If you have any feedback, throw it at me. Harsh or kind. I like to hear it because I can learn from it. If you have any suggestions as to what I should build next, feel free to leave them in the comments because I read all your comments. Any plane geeks watching, let me know if I went about this accurately or not, because I know nothing about planes. I'm completely foreign. But thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys. Look forward. There you go. And the next one. I've got something big coming next week, okay? I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's going to be big. Pause!